Hello, my name is Mike. I'm the author of the Slicing Pie Handbook, and I'm really excited to share with you my new book coming out later this year called Will Work for Pie. One of the most common things I hear about slicing pie in the books I've written is, I wish I'd heard about this 5 years ago. I wish I'd known about this 10 years ago. I wish I'd known this before I went into business with my partners. Slicing pie always delivers a fair split. So no matter who you work with or under what circumstances, if you know them or not, no matter what happens, you'll always get a fair split with slicing pie. Slicing pie is an equity model used by startup founders all over the world that helps them create a perfectly fair equity split based on a simple premise. Whenever you contribute to a startup company and you're not paid for that contribution, the value of that contribution is essentially a bet on the future outcome of that company. So if I'm worth $100,000 a year and you don't pay me my salary, I'm betting my salary on the future profits or capital gains in that company. So to determine a perfectly fair equity split, all you got to do is determine your bets relative to all the bets, and you have a perfectly fair equity split. This simple formula makes it impossible to create an unfair split and protects everyone involved. One of the most common questions I get is, how do I determine fair market values? What's the value of an idea? What's the value of a sale? Will Work for Pie goes into details about how to determine fair market values and negotiate with advisors and ideas and all kinds of things that provide the inputs to your business. Determining those fair market values in advance will help you determine the plan going forward, and you have a much better understanding of your cost structure. I love entrepreneurship and I love working with startup companies, but I can't teach you how to be successful. I wish I could, but if success could be taught in that way, we'd all be a lot more successful because we just got to learn from the teachers. What I can do is help you find your own path and teach you a way to make the way you experience success more meaningful. I once knew a guy who made millions of dollars off a startup company, but he was irate because his partner who started the company made hundreds of millions of dollars. So here's a guy who was very successful, but the way he experienced success was miserable. And if he'd gotten a good equity split in the beginning, he would have been much happier with the success. My favorite part of Will Work for Pie is the chapter on incentive and bonus programs. People often think that if you just give equity to somebody, they'll magically turn into this awesome employee that can do no harm. That's not really true. Equity in itself doesn't provide an incentive or motivation. Equity reflects someone's interest in a product, someone's belief in a project, but doesn't necessarily provide motivation. What motivates people is a clear vision, clear goals and milestones, the understanding that we're all on the same team, transparency and communication. I hope this book will serve as a reference guide for people who want to treat each other fairly in their startup companies and learn more about the nuances of compensation and how people deserve to get paid. My name is Mike Moyer. I'm the author of the Slicing Pie Handbook, and I'm really excited to share with you my new book called Will Work for Pie, which comes out later this year.